Go.
Go. Welcome to Idle Chat Podcast.
We're
Go.
back.
We're back.
2 weeks on the trot.
I know we're doing well.
I mean, it'll be 3 weeks on 2 episodes on the trot for you, but 2 weeks on the trot
Yeah.
we've recorded.
We forget that we're in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, we are, yeah.
We're not, but we are.
We are by the time you hear it, anyway.
Yeah. How's things with you?
Good. Yeah. We are. I've had to daily my Aristo. So the Aristo that I bought, the immaculate Aristo I've bought, with a completely immaculate underside and, low kilometres, is now my daily because I can't seem to own a daily that works for longer than 5 minutes at the moment.
That is a problem.
So 14 months ago, I purchased myself a lovely C-Class Estate 350D. 350D.
All the spec.
All the spec, but also all the miles. But I took a risk, and it in fact did not pay off.
Well, your words were, it has done a lot of miles, but no money spared. Everything's been done.
I think my actual words were, it's done a lot of miles, but it's got 4 pilot sports on it, so it can't be that bad.
No, you said there's invoices for everything.
Yeah, there was.
Everything's been replaced because it was a company car and he put it through the company and therefore it's got no problems because everything's been replaced.
Yeah, within a week it needed a DPF.
Except the DPF, which was blocked.
We'll call it a regen.
It had an aggressive regen. With an SDS.
Yeah. And some software. Had a software update at the same time.
Yeah, it did.
And then about a week later, it no longer had electricity.
Yeah, it did do that.
And then it got a gentle map from our friendly mechanic that we use, and he gave it all the boost. So it was sort of rivaling Black Smoke Racing for boost numbers. And then the 190,000 mile torque converter shit the bed.
Funny that.
Weird how that happens. And then I got the repair bill and the quote, because it also had an oil leak, and it was about £1,000 less than I paid for the car.
Yeah, to repair it.
Yeah, so I thought, well, that can go. So I sold that and then bought myself, over Christmas, I bought 2 purchases over Christmas. Bought myself a honey, didn't I?
It's pretty... Well, you have to shout out Chaz.
Well, I have to shout out Chaz. Yeah, I met Chaz to buy something for my Aristo that I didn't need at the time and couldn't afford. So I bought an exhaust, a Blitz exhaust.
I
modify and put on the Aristo. And he happened to be coming to 5 minutes away from our house, this literally the town we're sat in
literally
now.
about a 5-minute walk from my house, if that.
And he lives the other side of Gatwick, so
Yes,
it was unusual. So he turned up, and I had a chat to him because he was picking a car up from someone else. And there's someone else I got chatting to, and he was a lovely guy. And he was like, before we all left, he was like, I've got a Mark V diesel Golf that I got given. Like, does anyone want it? He was like, it'll be cheap. And I was like, tell me more. Tell me more.
I like broken
Well, he
stuff.
didn't say Mark V, actually. He just said, I've got a diesel Golf I got given. So I was expecting a Mark IV or a Mark III, like a proper dinger. And it turns out it was a one owner from new 138,000 mile Mark V GT TDI 170. And I was like, I like a PD. It's an early one, so it's got a PD engine in it. It's like, that would be perfect. I need a daily. My wife can use the other daily that we have, the other Mercedes that we own.
Your other 4-door saloon car.
The other Aristo I own. And that will be family sorted for now. So I bought the Mark V TDI Golf for £800. £800. What a honey. And I pulled out of his driveway because the car had no MOT, so it needed an MOT. So I pulled out of I phoned our mechanic, Tom, said, Tom, book me in for an MOT.
I'm on the way.
I've got a gem. She'll fly through. The man told me so. Pulled out of the driveway of the man's house that I bought it from, and then 300 yards later, I had to stop because the car I pulled out in front of was a police car, and I had no MOT. And he got out of the car, and it was pissing with rain, and it was about -1, and it was freezing. And I don't like, there's a weird thing of mine, I've been pulled over many, many times. I don't like officers standing over you. So the first thing I do was get out of the car, which always seems to upset them for some reason. But I got out of the car and walked to the back of the car. And he's like, you need to get back in your car. I was like, well, I'm already out of the car, so probably won't bother with that. I'll stand here and talk to you. And he goes, and also, why are you laughing? I was like, because you're about to tell me that's got no MOT. And he said, no, you're right, I am. And that is not a laughing matter, sir. And I was like, I've just bought the car. Here's on my phone the DVLA purchase. You can see that was 18 minutes ago. I've just insured the car. Here's the insurance certificate. That was from 14 minutes ago. I said, and if you see this number here, that's for a garage, a good garage nearby that I've just booked an MOT for. And you can see that was 10 minutes ago. And so I'm on my way to take it for an MOT as we speak. And he sort of looked through everything and verified that I wasn't chatting shit. And his guard dropped and he looked at me and he just burst out laughing. I went, I've been doing this job 19 years. He said, and I've pulled over, I don't know how many people that tell me on a daily basis that they've just bought the car and they're on their way to the MOT. He said, you're the first person I've ever pulled over that has all their ducks in a row. So that was good. And he said, I can't say fairer than that, be on your way. And he sent me on my way. And it went through the MOT, flew through, it needed a bush. Well, it had an advisory for a bush. And other than that, it was a gem. And I drove it around for the weekend, or for about 20 miles after that on the Saturday after I bought it on the Friday. And then on the way home, on the Saturday from seeing my parents, it became 3 cylinders. My 4-cylinder Golf became 3 cylinders.
PD 170, more PD 100.
Yeah, very not happy. And I thought, oh no, my £800 purchase may not have been quite the honey I was hoping for.
You nearly got 24 hours out of it.
Nearly got 24 hours, yeah. And it turns out that the injector loom had fallen off. Because, why wouldn't it? So that ended up at the garage for about a week.
No, it ended up worse than that. Because you then pulled the rocker cover off and was like, oh no.
Oh yeah. Tom pulled the rocker cover off and then realised that every rocker arm was finger tight. So the car had come off the road when Matey was given it because it lost an injector. He'd put an injector in it. Ish. And
he'd thrown an injector at the hole.
Yeah, he'd thrown an injector at the hole and then didn't bother to lash all the injector rockers. So
or even tighten them.
Yeah, he'd obviously backed them off to take the rail out so he could get the injectors out and didn't bother putting them back on. So I nearly had a 3-cylinder diesel for about 10 minutes and then a hole in the block because it was about to throw an M16 nut through the engine.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so that nearly shit the bed. Then we got that fixed. And basically, this is a really long way of saying, since the start of December when I dropped the white Mercedes off at the garage until what is now the 28th of January as we record this, I have had a car at the garage, a daily.
Minimum of one car.
Minimum of one, sometimes two. And I have one at the garage now that I pick up tomorrow so I can drop off my wife's daily, which we thought we spent £1,000 on just before Christmas because the rear brake shoes collapsed. Because why wouldn't they? And all the oil's falling out of it. So yeah, basically, it's somewhat of a false economy buying a cheap car.
I haven't said that. I buy expensive cars, and they're not cheap either.
Yes, but luckily the day has been saved by my unserviced, uncam-belted 100,000-mile Toyota. So if I keep continuing to use that...
I just remembered.
What?
I don't know if people will know this on the podcast. The Auris. I have a 2008 two-owner, full service history. Previous owner was a doctor.
Not by the look of the car, he wasn't.
Hit everything in Liverpool, but runs sweet as a nut.
Yeah.
And I paid £250 for it with 3/4 of a tank of diesel.
Which did you how long?
It lasted about 3 weeks. And I do like 40, 50 miles a day, minimum. And it does 68 to the gallon. Anyway, that Toyota, it got picked up today.
Oh no, you've sold it.
Well, what happened was I parked it up, and then over Christmas, a mushroom farm grew in the back of it, and we tried to hoover it out, and I did one pass with the hoover and was like, nah, that ain't coming out.
It's finished.
That's part of the car now.
Have you sold it to a farmer?
Well, I then started it. I thought I'll turn the heaters on, try and dry it out a bit because all the seals are knackered. So the boot was full of water. So I couldn't be asked to get a screwdriver.
Part car, part aquarium at this point.
Yeah, I couldn't be asked to take the plug out or drill a hole. So I had a screwdriver and a hammer. So I put a hole in the boot floor to drain the water out, and then I left it running to dry it out. I came back about an hour later, and it wasn't running. I said, Dan, have you turned the car off? He was like, no. So it's not running.
Oh, it's turned itself off.
I was like, it's not running. It was
run out of diesel.
Well, did you turn it off? I was like, no. It's got half a tank of diesel in it still. So I turned it on, turned it back off again, and off it went. Started up. I went and photographed the car, made a phone call, went back to put the car. This was in the other unit.
Yeah.
Took it round to the other unit where the Aris was. It isn't running again. The lights are on, the heaters are on full blast, but the car isn't running again. So it turns out the fuel pump shit itself. So it would run for
a bit,
and then it would go, I haven't got enough fuel pressure, and turn off. So it's gone. I'm quite sad, but it has gone to the scrap heap in the sky. It was picked up today. I haven't actually checked if he paid me, but
I can't see why a scrap dealer would be dodgy enough to not pay you. Can't see any problem with
he
that.
said, "Oh, I'll back it to you." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Of course you will.
So
So you've given a man
I
your
forgot
car.
about that. I totally forgot about that. So yeah, my £250 Aris that did me well. That also had an MOT, which was
Generous.
generous. It
Yeah. No. Well, that's good.
So
Your
Toyota's,
Toyota sounds like it was significantly more fuel efficient than mine.
it was, and it wasn't £800 like your Golf, and it didn't shit an injector.
No. My Golf now owes me £1,200.
Yeah, that's not okay.
No.
It's expensive.
But it has done a week of driving my wife back and forth to work,
That's true.
which is good. And it's still got 3/4 of a tank in it, and she works 25 miles away from home. So
That's good.
That's a good effort.
Yeah, it's better
My
than the
Aristo,
Aristo.
meanwhile, I've done 80 miles in, and I've done half a tank, and half a tank is 65 quid. But I've put an intake on it this week, and it now goes skadoosh every time you let off. So it's fine. It's all okay.
That's probably why it does 80 miles to a tank.
Yeah.
Or half a
it's
tank.
It's not brilliant.
Because you're going,
skadoosh. Which is even funnier at the minute because it's completely standard apart from that. So you go skadoosh next to the people on the path, and they look at you and then they frown like, why is that Lexus doing that? What's this old person's granddad limo doing, making skadoosh noises?
that's quite funny.
Yeah.
That was your £60 intake as opposed to your £450
Yeah.
Apex intake.
I mean, all in, I did buy K&N for it, so I splashed that. And it
Fancy.
owes me 110 quid. But the cheapest brand name Aristo specific one is 450 quid plus shipping, plus import duty for some bits of steel.
So if you need...
No, I'm not making another.
Okay, fine.
Not interested.
Okay, well, we'll move on from that. I've got another cheap car story.
You've bought a Honey this week, haven't you?
Well,
you've
it came in-
seen my purchases and you've been jealous.
It came in, and I don't know what to do with it, so you need your help. I had a BMW 330i E90 manual come in.
Spanish.
She's Spanish.
She's Spanish.
Manuel came in, and I looked at how much the engines were worth on eBay, because that's what you do, and I realised the engines are worth about £1,000 apparently.
Yeah.
So that's what I gave him, just over.
Fantastic.
And he was like, "Okay, cuzzy bro."
Okay, take it.
And it had a couple of advisories for subframe corrosion, which turns out are quite bad.
It is a bit bran flakes.
It's a
underneath.
bit of brown flakes on the subframe,
It
particularly.
looks a bit like my 350.
There's no holes, and I poked it with a screwdriver, and nothing went through.
Well, it's good then.
But it's the
Where's it lived all its life?
It's been up north,
How north?
Edinburgh north.
She's been damp.
But what do I do with it? Because it seems too good just to get rid of. But equally,
It seems like an opportunity. It's like an opportunity for, because your proper drift car doesn't work
hey,
because it's scattered across the country at the minute.
yeah.
So do you?
Most of it's in one place now.
Well, it's sort of split over two places, isn't it?
True.
So you've got a car that doesn't function. So rather than build that, I suppose it makes sense to do something else, doesn't it?
Why not?
I suppose you're waiting on Dave to concoct his magic.
I'm seeing him
which takes
tomorrow.
time. Yeah. So now you're a man and you're bored.
It was so cheap. Like, what do you do with it? I gave money in. I mean, I have one confession. It is running on 5. I haven't told you that bit.
Okay. So it's an E90 RS3.
You can put the codes in the chat in the thing.
It's broken.
Yeah, I think it's shit an injector on number 5.
Ah, welcome to my club.
Well, if you clear the codes, it runs again. But every time you cold start it, it runs on 5.
Have you tried cold revving it?
Yeah,
Ideally to
I
the
gave it
limiter.
the Italian tune-up. That didn't fix it.
Weird.
But if you clear the codes and then give it the Italian tune-up, that fixes
Brand
it.
new.
So I think the injector on cylinder 5 is sticking. Closed. And then it's misfiring.
I think you could get a 9-volt battery and some brake cleaner, pull it out, and 9-volt to either terminal and shoot brake cleaner through it to clean it out.
Could do
Do a
that.
poor man's flow bench.
I mean, you can buy like redone injectors for not that much money.
Oh, all right, be boring. You might start a fire the other way. That sounds more exciting, doesn't it?
Like
I wouldn't
fire
recommend
tornado.
doing it in the engine bay.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably had too much iron brew for it.
Yeah. The man who had it was very Polish.
Okay, maybe not a big iron brew guy.
Don't think he was an iron brew guy.
Fair enough.
Very Polish.
I don't know a Scottish person that isn't an iron brew guy. I know he's Polish, but he's still Scottish.
Could be. Well, I don't think he'd say he's Scottish.
Well, no.
I think he'd say he's Polish.
Yeah.
But lives in Scotland.
Boring.
So E90
Lucky it didn't go
330i.
around Legally.
Yeah.
Lucky it didn't end up at Driftland.
Yeah, it's not actually, to be fair. I should have just shipped it to Driftland,
Yeah, you should
shouldn't
have just sent it back with poster.
I? Yeah. Yeah.
Delivered to poster. I've got a guy going to pick it up.
Yeah, take it here, please. And get the plane down.
What are you thinking of doing with it? Or are
don't
you
know.
totally lost because now you have a manual 6-cylinder car, you feel like a rear-wheel drive car, you feel like you should do something with it?
That's kind of it, yeah. It seems a shame just to chuck it in auction and it'll make me a few £100.
And another Polish man will buy it and drive it around down here in Scotland.
Exactly.
And then weigh it in when it's broken.
Precisely. Well, they're worth quite good money in parts. 6-speed manual,
Yeah, I suppose
good
the box is worth
box,
something.
diffs. It's the big diff because it's the 330.
Yeah.
It's got the
Decent
big brakes
brakes.
because it's the 330. So it is an SE clear glass
Comfort. Clear glass.
with the chrome trims around the windows.
Ooh, sporty.
And the best bit is it came on the most Alibaba BBS wheels you've ever seen.
Is these the wheels you sent me the other day that are split, but every single one of the bolts is missing from the split?
They're split rims that aren't split, and the split rim bolts aren't. The holes are there, but there's
and they
no
look
bolts.
like if you pressure wash them too hard, there will be no paint on them at all.
There's a good vibration as well at 60, and I reckon there's a good chance
There might be a flat spot in your
it
China
could
wheels.
be a bit of an issue with my Chinese wheel.
I doubt it. Looking at them, they look like they've been well maintained.
We'll insert a photo. I've got some photos.
They're spectacularly
It's
shite.
it's nice. So yeah, what do I do with it? What do I do?
Well, the option is you sell it, which is boring
That's boring.
because it doesn't owe you enough to be a problem in your industry.
No, we're content creators these days, so
Fucking, I don't
It's
know.
a content.
We struggle at that. Let's see if this one has mic sounds. Like, we've got one episode that doesn't sound like we filmed it in the bath.
that's true.
So let's see. We'll go that far. But yeah,
It's screaming for a cheap car challenge.
it is. Or how fast can we make it go for X?
Yes, it's screaming
The only
for
thing is, it's just modern enough that it'll be a pain in the ass to do anything too mechanically.
they're quite old fashioned though, aren't they?
They are, but they've got enough electronics in them that they're a pain in the ass to we can't mighty mega turbo to it and go.
No?
I don't think so because the ECU will shit the bed. You can't do it on an E46. So
Nitrous?
I will hold the bottle open. We can blow that inlet manifold back to Scotland if you'd like.
Got some hose pipe.
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
And
Give it the big bore kit.
99.
Tell you what.
What?
You say it's got £1,000 worth of engine in it. I bet it's got £1,000 worth of cats in it.
It has actually. It's got stock cats, and it's got an exhaust blow.
Well, it
So
might
they-
not have stock cats then.
No. There is I've been underneath it.
Oh,
It is
okay.
all stock. It's complete. It's bone stock. Other than it's had a new shock absorber. Two of them are leaking, and it's got the bad boy BBS Alibaba
They
has,
are nice.
and it's got a different tire on each corner.
There's nothing.
Two of them are winter tires. Two of them are summer tires, just in case. And they're not on the same axle. They're on different axles.
Well, it's balanced, isn't it?
So-
Balanced. It depends what corner you're going into as to whether you're going to make it or not.
Yeah. So what do I do with that? Like I said, it's screaming for $2.5 grand budget track car sort of. How fast can drive to the Nürburgring, do a lap, and come back?
What about Snetterton? That's fucking 50 minutes away, not
That's true. Boring, though,
20
isn't it?
hours.
That's true, actually. Okay, maybe.
Although I assume, mate, you drove it down from Scotland.
Yeah.
Well, it's on 5 cylinders.
No, if you turn it on and off, or if you clear the codes, she's
brand
mint.
new.
Yeah. You just have to let her warm up a bit. She's a bit old, a bit tired.
Well, it's just a bit like the 15 when it had the RB in it. It's just when you start, you just got to check the map on the laptop.
Yes.
It's just, I've just got to check my codes.
Yeah.
Delete. Right, let's do a track now.
Let's go. Yeah.
The only problem is if it decides to stop working mid-pull, the ear injector. But then, worst case, you've blown £1,000 car up.
I mean, it'll still weigh in for 200-300 quid, and I bet you there's 600 quid worth of cats in it.
Yeah, I bet there is. And £1,000 worth of lovely wheels on it.
And a 6-speed box is worth what, a couple hundred quid?
Couple hundred quid.
Disc worth 100 quid.
Brakes worth something.
Wheels are worth probably what, grand?
Yeah, more probably. It's just a harsh wheel market at the minute. I'm struggling.
Oh shit, we haven't mentioned it.
Buy my SSRs, please. I'm bored of it. Just someone take them away.
Please, someone take his SSRs.
So what's your plans? This is either a cheap drift car.
Oh, I don't really need another drift
Don't
car.
need another drift car. Autocross. Auto testing.
Ooh.
We're gonna have a go auto testing.
Rally. We like rally.
Fucking hell, yeah.
That sounds cheap.
You've just told me how brown it is, and I don't want to be
It
involved
can
in
be
trees.
more brown. Only the back's brown. The front's mint.
Oh, right. Well, we're in front of
Just
that.
go in frontwards.
Yeah, we could go and rival some mini mokes.
Yeah.
Some wicked autos. That would actually be quite funny.
Would be funny.
Hill climb.
Hill climb.
That sounds a bit serious, though, doesn't it? I think they take that quite
I'm
seriously.
thinking budget motorsport.
okay, sorry.
I'm not thinking competitive motorsport.
Auto test. That's pretty budget.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty budget.
Or you just do some track days in it.
That's the way I'm leaning, I think.
I've got some beautiful Sparco Sprint XLs.
Custom.
Custom bottle jacked to the more portly man.
The moon.
To the more generous.
To the point where they started pinging and cracking and then we backed off the bottle jack.
Fabric didn't tear though, so
Didn't.
pretty good. One of them was brand new when I bought them as well. I actually bought it brand new.
How much weight have you lost now, you were saying?
3 stone 9 pounds.
So you have to
We have slowed up a bit since Christmas.
you have to tweak them seats.
I have to fucking clamp them back in.
How big is your G clamp you got at home?
Most people check like how much weight they've lost by their like waistband or something. I'll be checking it by Sparco Sprints.
Yeah, how much G clamp you need?
I've got fucking 4 inches of space here.
Slide from side to side.
I've still got my harnesses as well that are set up from the 350, so I'll just be able to go, there's loads of room in these.
big boy harnesses.
Yeah.
So yeah, get in the comments or DMs.
Or do you want to buy an E90?
Yeah,
330.
it's £5,000.
Yeah. Send us a nice offer.
I've got some wax oil. I'll hide the subframe
Yeah,
for
we'll
you.
bullshit black at the bottom, so it'll look
Yeah.
brand new.
I think it'll be okay. I think
It'll be fine.
the subframe's just a bit.
It was £1,000. It'll be
It
fine.
was
Or
£1,000.
whatever it was. Was it grand? Did you say?
I think it was 1,200.
Yeah.
It's 1,200 quid. I looked on eBay and the engines were between £1,000 and 1,500,
Well, there we
and
go.
they were selling for that money. So I
you
offered
go.
him 1,200.
You'll make that back, won't you? As long as you don't blow it up.
Yeah, she
We
would.
make that back anyway. Make it back in cats and bits.
Boots and cats.
Scrap. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the scrap.
What colour interior is it?
I would call it grey, but it's
Oh,
like
I
a
know what you
blacky
mean.
grey. It's like an Alcantara though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not leather.
Fucking.
It's got the sports seats, optional extra.
In an SE.
It's got cruise control, doesn't work, but it's got it. What else has it got?
Do fastest lap of the track on cruise
It's
control.
only done 110.
It doesn't look like it from the photo you showed me at the bottom.
Don't be like that.
It's nice, but
I'm quite pleased with it for 1,200 quid.
I like that it's got a tow bar.
It does have a tow bar,
That's ambitious. That's ambitious.
just in case.
We could use it to tow the 15 to drift those.
Cool, yeah. Overweight. Real overweight.
Yeah. We've been over towing setups.
I might need to change the wheel setup on that if we're going to tow with it. What else we got to talk about? Martin
Aubergine.
Doryfest. We spoke on the last podcast about Doryfest podcast.
Yeah,
And-
doing an episode at Doryfest. 5. And I think, having thought about it a little bit more, we are going to try and do what's said with regards to the kind of, because obviously everyone's there, they've paid a lot of money to drive, and in the evenings everyone's fucked, or they're paying a lot of money to sit and get fucked
Yeah.
because they're away from their lives for a bit. So we don't want to take up hours of people's time, and no one really wants to give up hours of their time.
No.
So if we can kind of condense that into, 10 to 20 minutes with a multitude of people, and we'll build one episode out of that, I think.
Yes.
But I have spoke to Martin. He said, podcasts are not allowed. Go fuck yourself.
He did say that.
And then afterwards, he said, absolutely, no problem.
Then he
I just
teased
don't
you
know what I'm gonna
about
speak
your
to.
wife listening to his voice.
Yeah, my wife finds Martin's voice very attractive. Martin communicates solely in voice note.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. That.
He's weird like that. I don't know.
Scottish
Perhaps
thing.
he's Scottish. He's probably illiterate.
He's one of them heathens from over the wall.
So yeah, he communicates entirely via voice note. And when I was organising one of the Dory Fest, Megan started to hear his his majestic voice via voice note, and then asked me who that handsome sounding man was. Legitimately were her words. So then he did her a specific voice note, and she about slipped off the chair. So ever since then, he's just decided to remind me of it every time. So
Cheers, man.
yeah, no, it's fair point. So yeah, so Martin has said that he will give us some of his time. He said, I don't know what the fuck I'll talk about. I said, don't worry about that. We'll guide that bit. Maybe. Ish. We'll try. I said, it's a loose format. It's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's going to give us half an hour of his time. We will probably speak to Martin the Friday. So it'll be pre-event, I should think, because he was going to be a busy boy over the weekend.
We're planning on hopefully doing some on the Friday afternoon, evening.
Yeah. And maybe some on the Saturday night. I'll be honest, we won't do any on the Sunday because everyone will want to go home.
No, we won't do it Sunday.
Because everyone wants to leave because no one lives in Scotland that attends that event, really. Not many people attend the event. Most of them live on the south coast, conveniently.
Yeah.
So everyone's kind of out of there as quick as possible. It is probably going to be shite audio. I mean, you won't be shocked by that.
We're taking these, aren't we?
Yeah. But there's going to be background noise. There's going to be people. There's going to be...
Wow.
We can't control that. There'll be music. There'll be all sorts. So we'll do our best. But yeah, the plan is to grab as many people as possible. If you know someone that's going and you think they'd be great on it, let us know. Like, who do you think... Like, you know, if you have recommendations of friends, or if you are a listener and you're going, speak to us. If you drive, I don't want to just talk to everyone. I mean, I do, but you kind of have to have something relevant to Doryfest 5 to be speaking, I suppose.
I would say so. It's a Doryfest based podcast.
Yeah.
Martin's okayed it. Martin's also okayed going on it.
Yeah. So we're going to try and keep it around the event and try and make a fun piece from that.
Yeah.
And we can hear about some carnage, hopefully on the Saturday night, and how people are finding it and what brings them to the event. And we'll come up with sort of probably a frame of questions that we'll use for most people.
Yeah, and I think I just thought this.
And we might also, one idea I had was to each guest leaves the last question we ask them is, what question do you want to ask the next person?
Good question.
Unknown of who they're going to be asking it to.
Yes, that's quite a good question.
Do something like that where we pass the parcel.
That's a good one. We could also do a bit like we did at Riga, where we do a bit of an overview at the end.
Yeah, we can, because I don't doubt we'll probably stay there the Sunday night and come home, because it's...
Yeah, I think last time we stayed halfway.
Did we?
Scotch Corner.
No, we stayed there. We left first thing. That was the event before that we... No.
That was the last one.
No, the last one we stayed overnight and left the next day because I had the 350. It was Doryfest 2 that we came halfway down the country.
That was it.
And stayed in a very glamorous hotel.
Lovely.
On Scotch Corner. Fancier than I expected it to be.
Very fancy.
Weird shaped bedroom, though. It was like a fucking slither, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Nice.
My bed was in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Which was weird as well.
Yeah, it was a bit decadent.
Yeah, too jazzy.
Bit too jazzy. Hello, doggo. What other things have we got to talk about? Oh, Driftmasters.
Driftmasters. They announced their drivers list over the weekend since we last recorded.
They have. And there was a couple of people in there where we were like, ooh.
Yeah.
Excited by.
Yeah. Excited. They've announced sort of their drivers list, and they've also put a separate post up with who isn't driving from last season and who is now driving next season. So the people that are leaving and the people that are joining.
Yes.
And there's some very interesting names. It's nice to see some new names, and quite a few of them are from our side of the world.
Yes, they are.
Also very interesting.
Yes, they are. Specifically speaking, we've got the ones to mention. Alan Hines,
yeah. He's driving the Lucky Days S15 that was built by James Dean, that is currently in Oman, being driven by Jack Shanahan.
Well, did you see that?
Yeah, he was flying, considering the car was absolutely not to his taste.
He was
in terms of
moaning
setup.
about the car and
but
absolutely flying.
Boogieing.
He was.
So, I think Alan drove that at Poland at the end of last year. He drove the Lucky Days 15.
Lucky Days are doing bits for drifting.
Lucky Days are, I don't know who they are. I mean, I know their business. I don't know who they are as a collective of people, but they seem to be very passionate about giving back to people that don't necessarily have the opportunities. I know, obviously, Jack has the opportunities, but he doesn't necessarily have the opportunity to ship a car out to Oman. And I think also, like, they've given Alan a good few drives. They've given a couple of other drivers a good go at competing at the top level where they deserve. They seem to be willing to sponsor someone that perhaps doesn't have the funding but has the talent. and I think Alan is one of those drivers. His dad is Kieran Hines. He's a judge, has been a professional drift judge for many years. He's actually one of the judges in Oman at the minute, and a great track designer as well. So some of the biggest tracks you'll have seen in IDC and BDC and Oman and Drift Masters early doors were designed and judged by Kieran. So Alan comes from good bones. He's also a fantastic sim driver. Won a lot of championships in sim driving, sim drifting specifically. So I think he sort of proved himself in that for a few years. Been competitive in the Irish Championship. Was doing good bits in Poland at the end of last year, and I think has managed to pull together a drive in a, well, we know it will be a competitive car.
Definitely.
Absolutely a competitive car. And I'm sure the Irish seem to, or all the nations seem to stick together, so I'm sure he'll have some support from people like Jack, Connor, and James, who built the car, when he's out there all over Europe this year. So I think he has the potential to be a dark horse that many people won't know who he is, but I think he could upset a lot of people.
I agree. I think he's one to watch, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
The other Irish guy, Harry Kerr.
Harry Kerr, yeah. Again, another driver who hasn't really got the funding. He's competed in Ireland the last couple of seasons. I believe in an RB powered, might be 2J.
I think it's 2J.
Might be 2J.
46.
E46 Saloon. About 500 horsepower, so he's always down on the grid, but has won championships. Like he's a hell of a driver.
He is.
I've not seen a great deal of his stuff because I haven't really had the ability to follow IDC too well the last few years, but the clips I have seen, he's been fast considering he hasn't had the car underneath him. I don't know, does it say on there? Because it says underneath what cars they're driving.
E46. So I'm guessing he's taking his car.
Obviously had some funding and some budget to bring his car up to spec, because I think it was a real basic car as well. I think it was 500 horsepower, BMW box, BMW diff still, and he just fucking sent it.
It's the competition car of probably 5 to 10 years ago.
Yeah, but he made it work by being fast, basically, by using every horsepower of it. I think.
Yeah, by driving the tits
fully
off
committed. So I think he'll probably need the season to get comfortable, but I think he'll have some glimmers of glory, especially in the tighter stuff, because it's very Irish spec, like the Polands and some of the smaller tracks like that. I think he'll be
fine.
He'll be fine.
I was just looking through the other new drivers list. You got Simon Olsen,
Formula Drift driver, Norwegian champion.
That's it.
Again, he did Ireland last year in James Dean's S14.5.
Yep. Enver Haskasat.
Is that a new name for this season, is it?
That's what it says.
New
drivers for full 2026 season.
Is he in a Supra this year?
Doesn't. Hang on.
Enver. That name rings a bell.
186. Turkish.
Don't know.
No.
Don't know. The name rings a bell, but I don't know why. I think he may have formerly competed in Drift Masters.
There's Konstantin Shevchenko,
Ukraine. Just rolled off the tongue.
Yeah, Ukraine.
What's he driving?
GT86.
Interesting.
You've got Bagsy. Not a new driver, but
are these the in drivers or the out drivers?
This is new drivers. No, hang on. That's the not competing in full season driver.
Right. Yeah.
And then you've also the rest were though. Harry Kerr, Karim Hani, Nasser Al Harbali.
You'll know who Al Bali is. I'll try and
Al Harbali.
He was the guy who was doing rip snorts in Riga on our podcast.
Oh, is that is? Nicholas Burtons.
Knick-Knack in HGK.
Oh, that's Knick-Knack, is it?
He came second at Riga.
And Timu Asunma.
Oh, I think he was the guy with it. Has he got an E46?
No, looking on the other. I have to go between different lists.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I believe he
M2.
Finland. M2. I think he was a wild card in Finland and did good bits. And I mean, I can't say too much about the European names because I don't really know them.
Don't know them.
Some of them are familiar, some of them aren't. But yeah, I think it's exciting to see that they've also dropped drivers and brought new drivers in. Now, some of them have been dropped. Some of them have chosen to step away because in our side of the world, it's by far the most expensive championship.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah.
committing to travelling Europe is no small feat, even just to watch. Like, we couldn't afford to go and watch them all, let alone drag a car around and
No.
run a championship through it. So
It's ridiculous if you add it up.
there's some big names not there for next season as well, isn't there?
Yeah, well, just looking as well, Mr. Loud Shouty Car, Nasser Al-Habali,
Yeah.
is driving a Nissan 400Z.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting.
That is
That'll be
interesting.
the first one drifting.
I'm just looking through the
In
list,
Europe,
but I can't
I
see
think.
anyone else in a 400Z.
Well, I doubt it. They don't sell them.
Lowry's in his S13 Compact.
I wonder if it's still a compact for this season or whether the grey area rule has been just eliminated.
Not competing in full season. You're going to be upset with this first
I know.
one. Tor Arnie Kavir.
I love Tor. Tor is an absolute weapon of a man.
Yeah.
He is the epitome of shit or bust, which I love watching. A lot of style to his driving.
Absolutely.
A lot of style. But I believe I saw a post from him after this list came out saying that he's expecting a child this year and it was going to be between events and he wasn't willing to sacrifice the time at home. I think it was between round 1 and round 2 his child's due and he wasn't willing to not be home for that. So fair play to him.
Fair. Orion Nielsen.
Again, another driver who I think he also shares.
Is that the Sora?
Yeah. I think he shares. I think him and Tor team up for their travel expenses and stuff. So I think they pit together, they travel together. So Oran's been in it for a good few years now. Had some fantastic results. Also been on his roof. So
He has, yeah.
Again, I think he's probably going to focus more on local stuff and hopefully I'd like to see him build something new, something a lot more modern and a bit smaller. And
It's a bit of a barge, that car.
it's a hell of a car. I mean, he makes it work, but I'd love to see him come back because he's another great driver to watch.
Adam Zaleski.
Yeah, I think Adam, again, a former Drift Masters champion.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything recently, though, has he?
He put a S58 in that car and has fought it ever since. I think he's not really got the budget he used to have.
Hello.
Hi, Lucy. Not really got the budget he used to have. Not really got the backing that he needs to do the testing, really, to get to the events. Because he came to Poland this season, was one of the top qualifiers, and then the clutch let go in the car in the first battle.
Yeah.
I know that could happen to anyone, but are we trying to make at this point, you probably want to be changing your friction plates and your clutch each round. And I don't think he's got the budget to be there. Unfortunately, but another driver that really deserves to be there. He's a great driver.
But the next one I'm a bit sad about.
Who's that?
No.
Naoki. Is he not back for this season?
Back part season.
Okay.
Don't know what rounds he's doing, but obviously not all of them.
Poland. I bet it'll be at Poland. I think he loves that
Yeah.
event. I'd like to.
That's a bit of him as well, that event.
Yeah. Technical.
Yeah.
After the bombshell I dropped before Finland last year, saying that he'll never amount to anything, he ended up having a fantastic end of his season. So I'm gonna eat humble pie and say I'm actually quite sad to see that because he was really starting to find his feet.
He was getting better, wasn't
Really starting to find his feet and get comfortable with the European style of drifting. And I think this season would have really been up there. So that's a shame to hear that. I wonder if that's a funding thing or a visa thing or a carnet thing on the car or.
It's got to be money.
Yeah,
You would do it if you
his
had the money.
sponsors are very Japanese as well, aren't they? Bar
Very.
Valino, which I guess basically
They're worldwide, but they are Japanese as well, aren't they?
I know they sponsor the event, but the rest of his sponsors are really Japan based, aren't they?
Tell you a tyre company that's big in Japan but not in the UK or not anywhere else in the world. That's Shiba Tyre? Shibata, whatever they are.
Chibata.
Chibata, yeah. With
The one who Drift Games have.
R31 House.
Yeah, R31 house owner. I think there's a good few tyre companies in Japan in D1 that we've never heard of.
Yeah. Weird though, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Valino have other than the UK, they've taken the world by storm, really.
Yeah, they have. But I think that's because of their American influence, aren't they? We met Mr. Valino at Riga, and he is not Japanese.
At all.
He sounds like a cowboy.
He does sound like a cowboy.
Very Texas or somewhere middle
South
America.
America,
And he's very eccentric, and I love that about him. He was a great person to chat to.
Lovely, but a bit odd.
Yeah, yeah, mental, but great. He had the Valino tyre pattern shaved into the side of his hair and dyed red.
Yes, he did.
So he's an extravagant gentleman.
He's committed, though.
Yeah,
I think in Japan, that's what they do. They go hell for leather, don't they?
Yeah. I think
they don't do anything by half, do they?
No.
And he's embraced that.
Yeah, it's a shame to see he's not back for this
season. Yeah, I'm a bit sad about that. I won't bother going this year. Then we've got Bagsy.
Yeah, I'm not... Again,
Bagsy only ever does a few rounds.
Yeah,
I'd like to see him do a whole series though.
He did a full season a few years back before the Poland round changed to the venue it's at now, when it was in the old stadium, and he had a great season because I don't know why, he just pulled it out his arse in Europe because he's a good driver. He just always seems to struggle in British competition, but in Europe pulled his finger out his arse, and that was in the PS. But I think he gelled so much better with that PS than he ever has with that GT86. I think he struggles with that car.
When we was at Matsuri, he was Jack Shanahan come over to help set it up.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I think they made some big steps forward, but I don't think it suits how he drives.
Years ago, Bagsy was an SR car. Bagsy always drove SR cars.
Yeah.
And he had the biggest horsepower swinging dick SR cars in BDC. And then he moved to that 1J. Did he drive the 1J? No, he didn't. He moved to a 1J car, I think, and then moved to V8 stuff, and then found his feet with the big LS stuff. Yeah. So I think he kind of... That's where he's comfortable.
86 is 2J, isn't it?
Yeah, 2J, big single turbo setup, like 950 odd horsepower, like the token 2J recipe.
Yeah. And the copy and paste recipe.
Yeah, I think he misses the kind of instant torque and power of the supercharged V8 stuff.
Interesting. I'm not sure. I spoke to him at Matsuri, and he said he loved the GT86, but he was just struggling. It was just very different to the PS.
Yeah.
Or anything else he'd had.
He's driven that PS for a long time as well, and before that had a SIL 80 that was supercharged LS. So he's been in supercharged LS S bodies for a long time.
2J big turbo is very different,
and a GT86, completely different chassis as well. So.
Timu Peltola.
Black Smoke Racing.
Yeah.
I'm sad to see that because not the season we've just had, but the season before he had some moments of glory, and then this season seems to have needed, or 2025 season needed to change an engine twice in an event.
Does seem to do that, yeah.
I feel like that team is run on a tight budget. Like they do great with what they've got, and like the cars they build at home are spectacular. But I don't know if they've got the funding to run the program quite how they want to on a European scale. So I think that's probably been I think last season was probably a struggle. I think if they hadn't have had to change an engine so often last season,
they might have done more this year.
They may have continued into this year, but they had an awful... I don't think he qualified for an event this year.
Really?
No. I think
that's a lot of money to spend to do fuck all.
And I can't imagine building 1,000 horsepower, 80 pound capable of boost diesel engines is cheap. No. And when you're replacing one or two in an event, that's going to hurt.
We've got Pontus Hartmann and then finally Fionn Roche.
Fionn Roche. I'm surprised Fionn's not back. So that means the Shanahans are back down to 2 cars, which probably will be a good thing for the Shanahans. Not in terms of sponsorship, but in terms of them running the program.
Maybe that's
Fionn, again, he had some moments of glory. He was looking great in Riga until he pirouetted off a wall. I think he
was flying.
Until then he was flying.
Until he got lost in the smoke and then crashed into a wall.
Yeah. I wonder why. I wonder if they're just not willing to spend the money.
Could be money. Could be the Shanahans just said, look, we just can't manage it.
Yeah, maybe.
If they're trying to go for the season and do what they do.
I can't imagine how hard it is to run one car, let alone 2, let alone 3.
Yeah, and also be at the top of that championship. Yeah. So they've got probably more runs than anyone else. Yeah. More time on track than anyone else.
Absolutely.
More tyres, more everything, more fuel, more consumables than any other team.
3 lots of maintenance in between qualifying and practice. 3 lots of cars to repair and 3 lots of tyres to do and 3 lots of shit to fit in the truck.
And Jack and Connor are hard on the gear.
They are, and they're also hard. They are fully committed to what they are doing. They're hard on when they're at the event. They're like what we see on their vlogs and stuff. They're very light-hearted and quite entertaining guys, and they are lovely people. But at their events in competition mode, they're there to do one thing and one thing only,
Win.
and they are brutal about how they get around it. So
Yeah.
there's not a lot of tolerance for bullshit. So I'd
No.
imagine dropping a car is not going to hurt them too much.
No, I think it'll be a good thing for them as a team, but it's a shame, obviously, that Theon's not going to be driving more.
I think Fion's car was also partially built elsewhere.
Was it?
So I think it had a slightly different. I know the engine was built by James Dean's brother, Dean M. Sport.
Mike Dean.
Yeah, Mike Dean. I think the car was like just slightly different spec, so I'd imagine it was slightly more awkward. I mean, Winters and Samsonis, but
Yeah, same parts.
but the engine setup was different.
Yeah,
I think there was a few differences on the car that probably, because I think Jack and Connor's, besides alignment and setup, physically are identical parts wise. So that's two sets of spares, or one set of spares does both cars, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
I guess that's a positive for them.
I can't believe that Theon's won't be Wise Fab and Winters.
I think it is underneath.
same.
I think engine bay wise, it's different. I think
Is
it's
it?
on a different turbo. I think it's on It's on drive by wire, whereas Connors and Jack's both run traditional cable throttles and like just little things like that. But it's obviously just one more set of spares that you've got to have, and it's not copy and paste for the team as they go to work on cars. They got faults. Obviously, you can diagnose stuff if all the cars are identical. You know how to diagnose all the faults on all the cars. Or I've seen that on that one. It might be that. So I guess it's just an element of complexity that perhaps will benefit the Shanahans to not have with them. I think they're trying to bring other drivers on. They've brought Theon up from nothing. Theon started competing in BDC when he was 14, and Jack and Connor like mentored him all the way through it, and he was very competitive. So I think the taking him to Europe was kind of a seal of the deal and the final kind of tick on the box. And I wonder if they've realised how much effort and energy that takes. And
they've also got to remember as well, they're now in America a lot.
Exactly. So,
And they're probably going to be in America more and more and more.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if Jack goes back this year.
I think he will.
I
think in Europe, it's very difficult to make a career out of drifting. In America, if you're one of the top 10, 15 drivers, it is your career.
Yeah, definitely.
The only person that's...
And I think...
the only two people in Drift Masters are James Dean.
But really, he's riding on his American career.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not. He was driving for... He's been a competitive drifter his whole life. He's never had another job, so...
No, but I would say James Dean and Peter. But Peter, to be fair, is...
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
The family's helped him out.
It's opportunistic for Peter.
Yeah.
Not to say Peter's not a fantastic driver,
incredible,
consummate professional, but I don't think. How do I word this without sounding like an absolute dickhead? I don't think the opportunities would have been there if it wasn't for who he is.
But that's the same in all motorsport.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think drifting now has got to that point where you are not going to be at that top level unless you've got money. A few years ago, you could... 10 years ago, you could, if you had skill and a car that was capable enough, you could win a big event.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
The car and the skill and the testing and the budget.
And the tyres and the spares and the pit crew and the spotter and the lorry and the... It's just got to a point now where it's unobtainable for 99% of people. And that top 1% go, but at that top 1%, they're not the top 1% of ability group.
Yeah.
But they're the top 20% of ability group that has the budget to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is the same as all motorsport.
Because I think as well, we're at a point in drifting where the things you do outside drifting mean as much to your career as the stuff in it. So like being able to generate content from it, being able to have a persona, a personality, a brand. I think that's all just as important. If you don't have if you're scraping together a budget to take the car there, you haven't got the budget to create merch or content with it either.
No, I mean,
really,
Dave, Drift Games Dave is probably the prime example of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He would not be there without Drift Games and all the sponsors and help that they got.
He's not on the list for leaving. He's in for another season. So that will be very exciting. It'll be interesting.
I hope he does well. I'm apprehensive for him. I feel he's a bit out of his depth.
I think he would also admit that.
But I mean, have you seen? Well, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's a video on YouTube that Group D,
Darren McNamara.
Darren McNamara's made on the Supra, going, "This is shit. This is shit. That shit. This doesn't work. This doesn't work." This
Really politely, but heavily implied.
It's not that polite. It's pretty blunt.
Honest, yeah.
And basically, they're going to move. For people that don't know, apologies if you do. They're taking the Supra. They're making it more simple to work on. They're moving the engine and box back.
No, they're moving the engine.
Forward because it's all the Supras struggle with the weight balance. Because the weight is so far back, it's almost like a mid-engine car. I mean, it's not, but it's almost
far off.
It's almost like that. So they're moving the weight forward to try and help the weight distribution.
Simplifying a lot.
Simplifying a lot of it. And then he's going to do a lot of testing with him and try and develop the car with Dave, which is what they should have done in the first place, but didn't necessarily have the time or the know-how.
Well, Dave just bought the car into get the competition.
Dave, on paper,
Basically.
you buy. I mean, Peter Vicek can use it, but what you don't know about Peter Vicek is he spent 3-4 months.
In Italy.
Which testing that car.
About in Riga.
Yeah. Dave has spent 3 or 4 laps.
Yeah,
testing that car.
Yes, I'm ready.
Gone. Cool. Yeah, it's fast. Yeah. And that's it. That's as far as it went. So
Absolutely.
You can't expect Dave to be on a level with, even if they were driving ability for driving ability, they're still not going to be on the par because Peter's got infinite amount of laps more under his belt
and set up into the car.
Exactly. Whereas Dave hasn't got that. So I really hope they just make it easier, the car easier, so that Dave can build his confidence. And then when he builds his confidence, he'll be okay.
Yeah, he will be.
But at the moment, he's fighting.
And everyone that drove that car last season said it was a pain in the ass to drive.
Yeah. And I know, I don't know, I've not done it, but it must be daunting for him as a very well-known person in the sport.
Face, a personality, yeah.
Probably the biggest name in European drifting.
Yeah. Bar James, yeah.
Bar James. It must be so daunting for him to roll up to the line and be like there's 350,000 people going to watch this video.
Yeah.
And if I cock it up.
Plus however many are watching the live stream. Plus I used to work with all these people.
Correct. Plus all the sponsors.
Plus all these drivers used to listen to me criticise them.
Yeah.
Plus, look, there's a lot riding on his shoulders, isn't there?
Then he's got to go and do 10 practice laps.
Yeah.
At most.
Then he's got to come out of that, do 3 or 4 pieces to camera, do a sponsorship video,
deal with the merch tent.
Merch. People want to speak to him because he's a known face.
And then he's got to go and qualify.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure.
So it's a lot for one person, particularly one person that's in at the deep end and doesn't have an experience in a car that's notoriously difficult to drive.
No, and also, by his own admission, is mechanically inept. He doesn't really. He's not like Jack, who has built the car.
No,
knows the ins and outs of a car, drives it, and goes, that's doing this wrong. I think we need to change X. Dave goes, it's a bit shit here. Help.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll give it to somebody else and see if they think it's shit.
I'll try and describe it, and hopefully we can figure it out.
Yeah, that is a good point, actually. From work on the cars, you get a mechanical understanding for what's right and what's wrong.
Or even faults. If something goes tits up, or you feel like I feel like I've broke a toe arm. Back feels funny. Back left, I need a toe arm. You can be on the radio on the way back. And the parts can already be ready to go. If you know your car well enough, in competition, especially when every second counts in they don't have 5-minute rules in Drift Masters, but to maintain your runs in qualifying and have enough, when we were there, they probably did 10 laps and they maybe 15 if they were keen in practice. They didn't get many runs really, did they? Before qualifying, I mean.
No,
there wasn't many runs. The track was live the whole time, but they do a lap and a half, and probably in qualifying trim, they probably do a lap, and their tyres are about finished. They might do 2 laps, and they're definitely finished. Plus, they've all got 5-gallon cells. They need fuel. Plus, to maintain track time, you need to be on it. And I think they did a valiant effort last year.
Oh yeah,
but I don't think Dave was quite ready, and the car certainly wasn't.
I don't think Dave was ready, and I don't think the car was ready.
No. I'll tell you what is interesting that I've heard. Kevin Pascotti is coming with a new car.
Is he?
He's currently got an S15 in Oman.
Yeah.
And I believe I think on that list it says he's bringing a GR86.
Ooh.
So that'll be interesting to see that change.
Did the V8?
He had the supercharged, E90 with a very attractive sister.
Okay.
that weird man kept trying to lech on when we were in the spotter stand.
Oh yeah, in the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know who you mean now. Kevin Piscotty. I can't find it. I found Kevin Piscotty.
Hungarian, isn't he?
Yeah. It's the one I can't find though. Benedictus.
Benedictus Gerber's doing another season.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I can run through all of them, but that'd be real.
Yeah, that's really boring.
That'd be really boring.
Another driver as well. Oh, I'll let you find that
No,
one.
no. You carry on.
Another driver who has been quiet but has posted that they've had a great opportunity this winter is our boy Dwayne. Our boy Dwayne's made some big changes to his car. So I believe he's gone to a Samsonite sequential instead of a G-Force. And they've rebuilt the car ground up from what I can see. But he says I think he put a post up the other day that was real cryptic, and it was like, we've had a huge amount of help in the off-season and the season moving forward. There's big changes to the car to make it easier to work on and more reliable. More to come soon. So it's getting a 2J. It's got a sequential. No, I don't know. It's getting a 2J.
To be fair, that RB been mint. And even this year,
its issues haven't been the RB's fault. No.
Even on its Max Pedo rods.
Yeah. Billet block, £100 rods. And a Max Pedo crank.
Has it got a Max Pedo crank as well?
Pedo crank.
Kevin Piscotty is driving a GR86.
Very big change.
That is a massive change.
He was very comfortable in that BMW. That's the only competition car he's ever had. So that'll be a big change.
He must think that's going to be more reliable, more competitive.
More competitive, yeah.
Valvey's back in the S15.
Yeah, that's getting a
3.4
2J built by D&M Sport.
Of course it is.
They said about that when they were in the spotters tower. We overheard Connor saying that he just ordered 2 engines for it. Not Connor, Tomas. Ordered 2 3.4s for it.
Madness.
Because that car was a bit flat.
Yeah, I listened to that as it's come flying past and thought, God, that's a bit slow.
Bit flat, that.
Jesus.
Yeah. So,
everyone else looks to be in the same cars.
No, exciting.
Oliver Randalou still in the 46. That's fast.
That sounds great.
Really, it does sound good. I don't like the look of it, but it does go well.
A beautifully built car, though, when you see it in person.
Yeah, it's built well.
Proper, even like really beautifully Alcantara stitched dash and like really nice details in that car.
It's on Zestino's Axel. If you're watching, it's on Zestino's. Everyone else on the same.
Be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see over the next couple of months as the drivers start to release a little bit more information. I always like the new liveries as well. It's really interesting to see what people have done to change their cars up for the season. But it'd be very interesting to see what Dwayne's done. Dwayne's our boy. Dwayne's my boy. Yeah. I want to see Dwayne. Dwayne needs the car underneath him, and then he will fuck some people up.
He's got to, hasn't he?
So hopefully, because he's had, like you say,
he's the best driver to not win the championship.
Yeah, and if he didn't have any luck if he didn't have bad luck this year, he wouldn't have had any luck. Like
bit like me last week. Last month.
Yeah, it was.
By the time you watch this,
it was a stressful year for him. So I'm glad to see he hasn't dropped out as well. Because again, after last season,
I was a bit worried that he was going to say I'm having a year out.
Yeah, I was worried he wasn't going to be able to get the funding together. But he's obviously.
I know his family really do bits to help him.
Oh,
the dog just licked the microphone. You're a bit in my face, mate. Jesus Christ.
All up in your grill.
All right then. So whilst we're on the topic of Drift Masters, what are your predictions for 2026 Drift Masters?
I think Jack's coming back with a vengeance.
I hope so.
I think Jack feels like he was
done dirty.
I think he kind of went into the season like, fuck it, it'll be what it'll be. I've got to be here and America. Like, he wants to be there, but, like, I've got a lot on.
Yeah.
It'll be what it will be. And then midway through the season, I was like, oh, hang on a second here. Things are looking up. Because he wasn't really contending he was contending for the championship by the end of it. And then
definitely.
But I don't think that was really his plan on the way in. From sort of a few interviews I saw of him and a few things he said. Like, he was kind of there to have a good time and have a crack and do the best he could, but not. He was going into the season a lot more relaxed, which is unlike Jack. If you've been around Jack for
the opposite
any
of
period
relaxed.
of time, he's somewhat highly strung. And actually, him and Connor have kind of changed roles. Jack's a lot more relaxed, and Connor seems a lot more pent up. And
I think Connor's got a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah.
Self-imposed and external pressure.
I mean, you're sponsored by the biggest company in the world, basically. Or drinks.
One of the
biggest extreme sports company supporters in the world. Like, That's a lot on your shoulders, even if they aren't putting it on you.
And he's not old. What's he, 24,
No, he's not.
25?
Yeah, neither of them are old.
No.
They're both younger than us, quite significantly. And Connor is a lot younger than us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
You think Jack's your man?
I think Jack's hungry. I think Jack will be hungry for it this
He's
year.
winning it this year, is he?
Yeah, he had a great end to his Formula Drift season in a car that he didn't like, quite publicly didn't like. He said he's not driving that car this year in Formula Drift. I know we're talking about Drift Masters, but yeah, he was. But in a car he didn't like, he started to really find his feet and was flying. And I think also at the same time in Drift Masters, he found his feet and was flying. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping he comes back into this season with some momentum under his belt, and kind of we see the Jack that we know and love from moons ago when he was winning everything in Europe and he was winning everything everywhere. But I also think Connor's going to be keen to do back-to-back. I think he's going to want that, and perhaps a little bit more clean cut this year.
The only thing I struggle with, I like Jack. I prefer Jack's driving style to Connor's, but Connor is clinical.
Yeah, he is.
Jack is not.
Yeah.
Jack is in your door or
in the gravel.
or in the wall. Yeah, he is a bit, which is more exciting to watch than
Way
Connor.
more exciting to watch.
But it's, for him, probably detrimental to some of his scores that he's had last year or the last year.
I would say he dialed it back a little bit last season, though.
Bit.
He was a little bit more calculated. But he did also say checkers or wreckers and then pirouette off into the wall at Riga. So
He did, yeah. He stacked it in front of us in
in
Riga.
a big way. And got out laughing, in all credit to him.
Yeah, he did. Well, he called it, didn't he?
Yeah.
He knew that was good.
I think Dwayne, if Dwayne can keep a car under him, we're in trouble.
Who's your top five then? I'll do my top
It's
five.
going to be Irish, the
Yeah,
majority.
100%.
Connor, Jack, Dwayne.
Alan Hines.
I don't think Alan will be consistent enough.
No. I think he'll come.
I think Connor Falvey, if
That'd
he's
be
got the
sick.
car under him,
That'd be sick.
because he's progressed, and he was fairly up there in the championship until he had a couple of unfortunate events at the end of the season. But I think he's learning. I would never count Connor out, Falvey. I think Lowry is going to be hungry. Peter's going to be hungry again because he got robbed at the end of last season by the car cutting out in Poland.
He did, yeah.
And like we said, he has the funding, he has the backing. He's comfortable in the car now. They've got it working.
He's got spare cars.
He's got spare cars. He's got the team. Like you can't count out James. You can't count James out.
It's going to be a good season.
They're improving. They reckon they're pulling another 150, 200 kilos out of that Mustang this season.
Really?
Yeah, and going for more power.
Because it was slow, wasn't it?
I think it made 1,000. I think it made 1,100 on the bottle this year.
On the bottle.
The FD cars make 1,350 on the bottle. So
Oh, it's slow then.
I think we're putting a little bit more go gas in it and making it somewhere near the FD power levels. So
looking better than Adam LZ's V8.
yeah, that's a bit religious, that one.
Yeah, a bit holy.
Very holy. Disappointing.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I think it could be a very Irish dominated.
I think it's going to be
season.
Irish. I'm looking through the list now, and other than, I would say, I wouldn't say he's going to be top.
Benedictus.
No, I was thinking of, who's the Polish guy that we like? Not Sposob. Korpolinski.
Korpolinski?
I think
yeah.
Korpolinski, he won't win, but I think he'll be up there around the top
He'll do some
five.
exciting shit.
I think it will be Shanahan's, Dean, Peter. I don't think Falvey will quite be good enough.
I think he'll be well in the mix, though.
I think he'll be in the mix, but I don't think he'll quite have the edge just to get them. I think he'll be fifth.
I think.
Oh, yeah?
What the fuck's his name?
I don't know.
Matey, who with the blue E46 from last year with the M2 kit on it. Oh God,
Pursuer?
Pazur. I think Pazur will be hungry for it again. He
Yeah,
was battling for the championship near the end of last year.
So was Randall at the start of the year.
Randall, yeah.
But I just don't think they've got it over the season.
I think,
They could win a round,
yeah.
but I don't think they'll win the season or come top three of the season.
I think a lot of the Europeans are going to come out
Yeah.
real keen to prove a point this year.
Because at the moment it is Ireland, really.
It's very Irish dominated, and I think they're going to be keen to,
And a bit of Poland.
and a bit of Poland. It's time. It's time where the dog is, my friend.
The dog's going to hump you.
The dog is.
Who do you want to see?
I want to see Dwayne.
Yeah, I want to see Dwayne.
I want to see Dwayne up there, and I really would like to see Conor Falvey up there. I'd like
Yeah?
to see him get his first win.
I don't know if I want Connor to win this year. Not Falvey.
No.
I mean, I'd like to see a different winner.
Yeah,
I don't want to
would.
see Peter. I don't want to see James Dean. And I don't want to see Connor Shanahan win it.
No.
I want to see Jack,
I
Dwayne,
want to see Dwayne battling for it.
maybe Lowry, because I think he was robbed last year a bit, bless him.
I'd like to see a complete newcomer. Not a newcomer, but a name that perhaps was mid-pack last year and then all of a sudden has come back with a new car or revised car and is like, hold my beer, watch this.
Yeah.
That would be great to see. It's like anything, isn't it? If the same person wins over and over, you stop watching.
Yeah, it gets a bit tedious.
It just gets boring because you know what's going to happen each event.
Yeah.
Whereas that excitement of someone new coming up is always good. Yeah. And that's the fun part of the wild cards as well in Drift Masters. I am going to get sexually assaulted by your dog in a second.
Eddie, come here.
Stop.
Come in. Hey.
Eddie Diddy. P. Diddy. P. Diddy Jr.
Eddie Diddy.
I'm being sexually molested by your dog. He's very fond of me.
Thank you, Lucy. She just saved you from being raped by a spaniel.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a nice change.
True.
It's nice. He hasn't done it for a while, to be fair.
We've gone a couple of podcasts without you being molested by a spaniel.
He just gets real keen all of a sudden. But who do you think? What do you want to see?
I want to see Dwayne. Well, as you said, I want to see someone different win, not Peter, not Shanahan, Jack. Sorry, Connor or James. I want to see Jack win it. I think Jack's long overdue.
Yeah,
a win, Drift Masters win, like series win, or a big win of a series. I think he deserves it. Larry a little bit because I think, like I said,
I just like Larry.
I like him, and he was robbed a bit last year. I want to see Falvey sort of, not necessarily win the championship, but
start winning some
in
events,
there and win some events. And I want to see Dwayne win. I want either Jack or Dwayne. A
couple of seasons ago, Dwayne was battling for the championship.
I would say Dwayne,
when his car worked, and I think that's still very much the case if the car would hold together.
I want to see Alan Hines on a podium.
Yeah,
at least once.
I want to see Harry Kerr make something.
I want to see Harry Kerr
have a good season because knowing what I know of his competitions in Ireland, he struggled to have the budget to compete in Ireland. So to have pulled the budget together to go to Europe, I'd like to see him get something for that, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, no, I agree.
For the commitment.
Elsewise, I'm not really that bothered.
Do you think we're going to see any more Formula Drift drivers come over as wildcards?
No, because I think they know that they're going to be outgunned completely.
Yeah, true.
I think,
but do you think that is the, look at what Jack's done going to Formula Drift? Do you think that is the variation in tyres and car?
No, I think it's a talent.
Do you?
I think that the European drivers, don't get me wrong, the cars are faster because of the tyres.
Yeah, very different.
But I mean, look at all the American drivers over the last 20 years that have come to do, whether it be one-offs or series or...
You've just reminded me of
drift, sort of Formula Drift drivers. None of them really have done any good. None of them, not even close. If you had... LZ's done all right, don't get me wrong, but even if you look at FD, who keeps winning FD? James Dean. And who keeps beating James Dean?
LZ.
James, well, yeah, but
LZ's been up there this season.
Yeah, he has, but in Europe, James hasn't won.
No.
Do you see what I'm saying? But he has won in America. So it's the same driver in the same year, in the same car on a different tyre, granted, and different setup, in two different series, and yet in one series he's dominating, and in the other series he's not.
I think that you'll see a repeat of James's second year in Formula Drift in the Mustang. He's had a season in that car now in Europe.
You think he'll change the car and
found his feet, knows how the car works, and I think he'll win the championship this year.
I think we need to go to Riga and drop a little M10 in the valve cover.
I think he's going to have to fight for it. I think this will be one of the hardest seasons he's won if he does. I think this season I
don't think he'll win it.
Drift Masters will be the hardest championship it's ever been.
Yeah.
Because the level we saw and they're developing the cars more again in the off season. It's going to be serious. There's also one thing you reminded me of, a special event. There was something that Ian Waddington told us in
I don't think we can say it.
Or I'm not going to say it, but I also haven't seen anything about it. So I wonder if that is still occurring.
That'd be cool if it is.
It'd be cool if it is. So that would I wonder if that would perhaps have some American influence because of
They might get a guest American
the place
driver
where
over.
it is has the budget to bring
Oh yeah.
the people that it needs to bring.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that would be very interesting. Could that be the thing that everyone's asked for so long? The 2 series. That would be spectacular if it was, especially
But
there.
say you're I don't know, your O'Reilly part sponsored. You know how the
They
Americans
couldn't give a fuck about
everything's all
the other side of the world.
No, everything's all sponsored. They couldn't give a fuck about the other side of the world. But also, like, say you're, I don't know, you are one of the best drivers of Formula Drift America, and you've got all the best sponsors, and then you go to the other side of the world to compete, and you qualify 21st, and then you finish
It's not a good look.
19th.
It's not good. That would be an event for the
See what-
drivers, not
see
for
what
the
I mean?
sponsors. Yeah,
Like
Might
at
be a
that
bad
point,
business move.
yeah, at that point, you're going to like your sponsors in America and being like, oh, I'm the shit. I could win this season. And they go, and also I'm going to go to Europe and win that. And then you're like, well, you barely qualified, bud.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? And I know it's a massive difference for the tyres, but that's no excuse because you can get those tyres in America.
Yeah.
If you really, let's pick a driver. Say Turek
Yeah.
builds a like-for-like car for Europe. He has the budget to go and buy a container of whatever they use over there and a container of Velinos. And he has the budget to go and rent a track and drive 2 times a month in through the off season, 3 times a month, and get comfortable on the other tyres. Change the setup, change everything. So that they know when that car goes to Europe on the Velino,
they know what they're doing.
they know what they're doing.
I don't think we've seen that yet, though. I don't think there's been a driver do that.
But why? Because they could. I think they're scared.
I don't. I think it's a business thing. I don't think because their funding is so corporate in America. I don't think they can translate the funding to Europe because most of those companies are American based.
Because Josiah came over, didn't he? And
yeah, but that was off his own back, really, wasn't it? That was off his own company that funded it.
He didn't even qualify, did he?
No, I don't know. It would be interesting to see a driver put the effort in.
I think the Drift Masters level.
I mean, the closest we've had is LZ. He built a car specifically for the series.
Yeah.
A like-for-like car, but lighter and more tailored to the series.
LZ drives more than anyone else as well.
Yeah, and he struggled.
And that was a like-for-like car on the Velino.
Yeah.
That he'd had practice in. He did well in some rounds, but he didn't do well overall.
No.
Not like he did in America.
No, not like he's done in America.
I don't know. I'm not saying that the American drivers are shit. They're not. What I'm saying is, I think that the Drift Masters series, the talent and the speed and everything is like another level that they can't quite comprehend.
I think it's the speed, especially.
They're not at that level.
And the pace of how the vehicles move under, like, as in, like, the transitions are so much quicker. The dives are so much more aggressive. Like,
I think to try and compare it to something else, it'd be a bit like I'm not really a massive football guy, but it'd be like your top level of like your top Premier League football team going to your top Italian league football team. Yeah. Like they're both top levels in their respective countries. Yeah, but then they're nowhere near the same level. Yeah. Like for example, like Barcelona and Real Madrid, the Spanish leagues. Those two teams are like the best, two of the most successful teams in the whole of the world, or especially Europe. But those other like-for-like teams in other series across Europe, does that make sense? They're not at that same level, even though they're technically the top of their country, same as Barcelona and Real Madrid would be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's like say if you've got like Tottenham Football Club. Well, I don't know if anyone supports Tottenham, but
I don't support
Tottenham Football Club is one of the UK's best teams, but in Europe,
they're average.
They're very average. That's a bit harsh.
I think Formula Drift is. I think Drift Masters for Formula Drift is Formula Drift at times 1.2.
Yes,
and like that 0.2, if you're used to one normal speed, is a lot to get your head around.
Yeah, and then when you say to the sponsors, where did you come last year in the season? Well, I did fund that season myself, and I came 22nd.
Yeah.
They're going to go...
And I didn't qualify for 4 of the 6 rounds.
What was your top finish? 14th.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to fund that.
Yeah.
Across the water.
And what exposure are we getting? we're
I mean,
not.
you are getting a lot of exposure, but
Yeah.
not
And how well are you doing? You're not.
not well.
Because if a sponsor could say, "Oh, let's pick a sponsor, Rain-X sponsored driver is #1 in Europe and #1 in America," you can
In the
put
Rain-X GR86.
exactly #1 in most of the world.
Yeah.
But if you can't really say that,
No, it
and
doesn't.
I can't see anyone
Doesn't make business sense.
I can't see maybe Aspo.
But again, he's going to ride on his European side of things for his sponsorship, isn't he? He's not going to use.
But I can't.
Because even like the fact he's a Toyota driver, he's a Toyota USA driver. He's not a Toyota Japan driver. Like,
But that's
different.
there's-
Different businesses completely.
There's money in doing it in America. There's not money in doing it in Europe.
Yeah, there is. You spend money in Europe.
That's the difference.
But hey, well, we'll have to see, won't we?
What are your thoughts and feelings?
Everyone should be supporting Dwayne.
Sure.
He's the man.
One prayer
One prayer for Dwayne.
for Dwayne.
Come on, Dwayne. Keep an engine together
Put
for
a
a season.
fucking timing belt cover on your RB.
Yeah. And try. Yeah, hopefully you can keep a gearbox in the car for the season.
That'd be good.
And he should be fine.
Fingers crossed.
I hope so. I really do hope so. I'm interested to see what the changes are, though. Very interested.
Well, we started with £800 shit cars, and we ended with £200,000
Race cars.
race cars, and
Absolutely.
how Europe's better than America.
Now I'm going to drive my very expensive fuel bill Toyota home.
You can
Feel
drive
much
your
better about
fancy Lexus all the way
all
home.
the way home.
All
on
8 minutes.
On the beautifully salted British roads.
Oh, she's going to look like that E90
They
soon.
fucking better not do. Doesn't want to. Yeah.
Well, until hopefully Callum doesn't rust away, but in the interim, in the meantime, you can follow us
Yep.
on idle.chat. And personally, I'm Adam MS15.
And I am Callum_Pete.
You know what we forgot to do?
What did we forget to do?
Please like and
There's no point
subscribe.
putting it
And
now, though, because no one's listening.
fuck's sake.
We're going to start with that. Put that in the notes for next time. We'll start with that.
I'll put that in the notes. We've just started a group chat actually.
Yeah. We're so formal now.
We're 9 months in, 8 months
We're
in.
getting on for a year in.
It's March, isn't it?
Yeah.
10 months in, 9 months in.
I don't know. Too many in.
And
20
we've only just started an
episodes in.
idle chat group page,
Yeah.
so that's gone well.
Genius.
Yeah. That'd have been a good idea about 9 months ago.
Idiot. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. You're
I'm Callum.
at
Nice to meet you. I'm at Callum_Pete. And we'll see you again soon. Very soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.